Alright, so Speed almost died while skydiving. Meanwhile, China was busy making a glue that can fix humans. These stories are gonna be a while. Hi, I'm Valf, a video editor and a voice actor. If you need my services, links are in the description. Also, grab some merch. It supports the channel directly. Think fast. Stone, paper, scissors. Shoot. If you won, you can dislike the video. If I won, you're gonna have to like and hype the video. And if it's a tie, you're gonna have to subscribe or name your son after me. Let's get right into it. I'm sick right now, and God, do I hate it. For some reason, whenever girls get sick, it's like it doesn't bother them. But when guys get sick, it's like we're gonna die. Why is it like that? I was talking to my bro last night, and I told him, bro, I caught a cold. And he was like, dude, that's the worst thing that could happen to you in 2025. Nowadays, when you catch a cold, when you're sick, it feels like worse than how you would feel if you were to break a bone. And I was like, what if you break a bone and catch a cold at the same time? That'd be even worse. This morning, I hear on news coming from China, they have invented a glue that can literally patch you up in 3 minutes. It's like a super glue for humans. Human bones, to be more exact. A couple of Chinese scientists were like, you know, whenever humans break bones, the procedure to fix it is very invasive. You have to cut people open to do anything. And also you have to attach like metal bars and stuff to keep the bone in place when you're doing the surgery. So when they break a bone, you need to cut him open to fix the bone. Once he's all healed up, you have to cut him again to get the metal out. My nose is runny. Not only does it take so much time, it's also very invasive. And you have to go through the surgery twice, which is too much. So the Chinese scientists were looking for a solution in nature. And they came across oysters. Yeah, those tiny things that make pearls. And they got their answer. Turns out, oysters produce this glue thingy that is pretty strong. And so the scientists were like, why don't we do that, but for humans? And so they did. They created a glue that can fix a broken bone in just 3 minutes. Not 3 months, 3 minutes. And it's non-invasive, doesn't hinder the natural bone healing process, and you don't need metal bars. You just inject a serum and you're good to go in 3 minutes. Of course, it depends on like how badly your bone is broken, but I think it's a good progress since all the traditional methods were pretty bloody. Also, I believe that it depends on the severity of the fracture. I mean, if it is like all over the place, you definitely have to figure out a way to fix that somehow. In that case, I guess you have to cut things open. For little fractures, that is not bad. It's good news for humans. Because believe me, broken bones, it's not that rare. It's a common thing that happens. I actually broke a toe. I told my parents about it. They didn't do anything. And now it looks kind of weird because it fixed itself, I guess. Now I cannot bend it. It's like, it's weird. How do I explain? It's like, it doesn't go further than this. Like when it was okay, it used to bend all the way like this. But now it just bends like this. I'm terrible at explaining things, but you get what I mean. My God, it hurt so bad when it happened. Okay, so when they inject you with the glue, just pray that you don't turn into pearls. Again, that's not a bad thing. I guess you're gonna be very expensive if your bones turn into pearls. I'm just joking. Why don't you guys make something for common cold? My brain is literally throbbing right now. Okay, next up, Ishowspeed almost died. This guy is, I don't even have words to describe how crazy this guy is. He's currently touring America. For some reason, his American tour is not as interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. No, while he was touring Indonesia, China, things were interesting. I guess I'm just not the target audience. But anyways, this guy's crazy enough to jump over a moving Lambo. He did it actually, and he survived. And after doing it successfully, he found out the video that he took inspiration from was fake. I actually did see somebody do something similar. I think it was a movie of some sort. I've seen somebody do a similar thing, but it's very risky. So when the incident happened, he was touring America, and to keep his audience entertained, he decided he's gonna jump off a building with a string attached to him. His stunts are getting crazier every day. And he did that, and a lot of people watched him, but during the stream, something weird stood out to a lot of his viewers. Since there were a lot of eyes watching him, they noticed that the harness, or the hook, I don't even know what you call it, but it seemed like it was severed and it wasn't connected properly. But he safely made it to the ground, and when he got there, his harness, the hook, actually seemed okay. I guess it looked like it wasn't connected because of, like, I don't know, pixels and lighting issues, but he was okay. He later even reacted to that video. Knowing him, I know he isn't gonna stop there. Even though he had several near-death experiences, he is not gonna stop doing it because he's crazy. He's gonna do even more wilder or riskier stuff. There's no stopping this guy. Now, my question to you is, what's like the most riskiest thing you've ever done? The riskiest thing I've ever done is I sprinted across the edge of, actually, we have open roofs, and sometimes there's like a small barrier preventing you from falling off. And I would get on top of that barrier, which is like a tiny wall, and I would sprint across it. And yeah, when I was young, I didn't used to be that afraid, but the older I got, the more it became scarier. I was stupidly reckless. Now my head starts to spin whenever I'm somewhere high up, and I just can't even look down. That's the reason why I'm scared of malls. You know, you have, what do you call them? Escalators. I don't know. But, you know, you have those stairs, the moving stairs. That's what I'm gonna call them. I'm a country guy, okay? I don't have access to modern things. But yeah, I always feel like the way they're designed, it just makes me feel like as soon as I get on top of them, they're gonna break or fall apart. Given how unlucky I am, it just, I don't know. I would never be able to do this. That's why I try to stay away from malls. But yeah, tell me all about the riskiest thing that you've ever done in the comments. There's a link in the description that will lead you to a charity that you could donate to. Do it. I'll see you soon.